choose to do that. Right now, that's tracking mode by hanging back, letting this driver sort of go his or her own way and hopefully come to a stop. So again, this was Bandini Boulevard. If you're familiar with the area, near Commerce, right, parallel to the LA River and to some of the railroad tracks there. This is now Bandini and Walt.
And Walt, yeah.
Oh,
wait, what happened there? Okay, did they?
Oh, it looks like this is a foot bail now.
So there's one person, there's two people.
Looks like there's a second person running.
Okay,
is that a woman there?
This is where they think they have their chance to escape. It appears to be a woman and a man in the front. He's stopping to wait for her. He's going back. Nope, there. He dropped something.
It looks like he dropped something and picked it up. The woman has a bag in her hand.
Okay.
I don't know where they think they're going to go. So this was Bandini and Walt.
And that came out of nowhere.
They're going through the parking lot, and these are a lot of warehouses, and this is certainly an industrial area.
They're looking for somewhere they can hide.
You'll notice that even though it's a Saturday and a lot of these businesses may be closed, there are still people here, presumably working.
And who knows whether or not they have weapons.
Oh, look, it looks like they're going to try and get into this truck now, and I hope there is not a driver in there.
No keys inside there.
But it looks like the door was open. The man and woman have now gotten into this.
Okay, they closed the door. That means the door was locked. The keys probably were not in the car.
The keys may not have been in there.
Okay, so they're not ready to give up. They're going inside the warehouse.
Now they're running into this warehouse. Right, we don't know if they're armed. We don't know. Obviously, we know their intent has been to get away thus far. So, we have to assume that there is malicious intent here, and it's possible that they're going to try and take another vehicle.
And it's obvious that this business is open right now. There's employees inside working this factory, or
some kind of a warehouse. We're not quite sure exactly what it is. This is off Bandini near Walt. This is the Commerce area.
And they're still, okay.
So that is LA County helicopter right there.
So we know where they are. Let's see how long it takes for...
So police and now presumably LA County Sheriff is well aware of the fact that these suspects are in this warehouse. And I imagine that what we'll see here in the next couple of minutes is vehicles, LAPD or LA County Sheriff on the ground pulling up to this
And keep in mind why this is challenging, because this is a pretty big warehouse that you have right here. There's so many entrances and exits.
We have no idea what they have in that bag, what he dropped. I think LAPD and LA County Sheriff and any of the agencies working this have to assume at this point that they could be armed, unless they have really solid information that is not the case. And they have to assume that these people are posing a direct threat to anybody who's inside this business.
So it looks like they exited the building. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of different entrances there.
I don't see the woman with the bag. It looks like she may have ditched that somewhere. But they're running along these railroad tracks, trying to jump a fence now, or at least thinking about it.
They think they have a chance. They are not giving up without a fight. Well, I mean, I'm just so glad that truck that they entered did not have the keys inside, because it appeared that they were ready to take off and start it again.
Or anyone inside, hopefully. But yeah, they're not giving up. And they may feel emboldened by the fact that they're not seeing police on the ground.
Right.
I'm sure they're aware that there's a helicopter overhead. In fact, multiple helicopters overhead.
But I can only imagine they're probably out of breath right now. They've been running for quite a while.
Yeah.
So hopefully they get tired and
the
law
problem
enforcement
here,
can move in.
And keep in mind, that LA County helicopter, they have the ability to go over the loudspeaker and tell them to stop, and they can relay information to the units on the ground saying, okay, this is exactly where they are. They have all kinds of technology that they can use to help them out in a situation like this.
Did you see where they went?
They went into, it looks like the back of another building or behind. There we go.
They're still running.
So they're still running.
Okay.
I don't know if they're banking on trying to get access to another vehicle. At this point, it doesn't look good for these suspects in the sense that there aren't many places they could go. But the big problem, of course, is what's going to happen if they encounter somebody else, and we just have to hope that they're not armed or that they don't try to strong arm somebody, because again, these people who are here working or conducting whatever they're doing have no idea what's coming, more than likely.
No, especially for those employees that are working inside that building, you're doing your job, minding your business, and all of a sudden two people come in.
Right, and we're not seeing that swarm of police vehicles on the ground.
They're going inside, they're trying to hide in the little crevice.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't appear to be an opening, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how many options they have aside from running into one of these places, trying to get access to a vehicle, and I'm still waiting to see either LAPD or LA County Sheriff. LA County Sheriff hitting here on the ground and getting officers on the ground to try and stop them before anything potentially violent happens. See, there we finally see them there, top left of your screen. That looked like an LA.
Is that they're hiding in like the crevice of that wall, but it's kind of hard to see. Like maybe it's like an indent where they can just hide their body and can't see me now. Who knows, Sarah?
Not a lot of places where they can go. I mean, they're stuck.
Yeah, there they are. Yep.
They're stuck between two buildings.
They're tired. They're, I think it's to the point where they're realizing, hey, they have nowhere else to go. Let's hope that's the case anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, we hope that they're not going to put anybody else in danger.
Does it appear her hands are above her head?
It's what it looked like. Yeah, she may be giving up. I don't know where he is, but it looks like she might be following instructions. They may see the writing on the wall here and realize that there's nowhere for them to go. Oh, she's getting on the ground.
They can't run anymore.
What we don't see is we don't quite see an officer on the ground.
Not yet.
But again, the helicopter could be giving them instructions. And these suspects may not know.
And she's probably like, oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Perfect.
And that looks like sheriff's deputies.
Is the guy there? It is sheriff's deputies.
Okay, so there we go. So this
is
LA
both
County.
There. They were hiding in that little indent.
This is LA County Sheriff, and it looks like this pursuit may finally be over without too much of an incident, we hope, in terms of whether or not they hurt anybody.
This was one of those pursuits that could have been way worse.